Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Equine Connection podcast. And we have a very lovely guest with us here today who is certified, well, quite a few years ago now, but also is going to be hosting one of the next in-person certifications as well in one of my very favorite places myself. So we are talking to Mr. Mike Garcia today. And he is with Lomador Stables, first and foremost. We put that above, but also works at the Vado Speedway Park, which is a phenomenal facility out in Las Cruces, New Mexico, too. So you were certified in 2018. What have you been able to do with some EAL stuff since then? Or what are some of the workshops that you've run?
Oh my gosh, the best thing to do is just be a part of this program, and you girls and everything. We've done so much with this that it's just endless, truly. We've done some autistic stuff, camps for these guys. We've done
With a ridiculous, I love that you just say it as just some camps. He had 50 kids.
it was amazing. It
This
truly was
place.
amazing. Yeah, we had no idea that they were going to bring 50 kids, and they brought 50 kids, and it was just like, well, let's get after it. Let's see what we can do with these guys. And my gosh, it was just a blessing to have that many autistic kids with us, to learn more about them and to be able to actually host them for a day, because we're lucky that we've got a normal life, and they don't have a normal life. And I mean, they're blessed to be here with us, but they have no normal life. And to be able to get away from their normal life to come and hang out with us for an afternoon it's just great.
It's a good way to show the different ways that you can work within EAL too, because you didn't just run the programs with the kids. You had all sorts of stuff going on to make it like, well, your place was like a wonderland for the kids
Absolutely.
for the day.
Well, we didn't know that we were part of a camp. We thought we were the camp. So we did we did like 5 activities in one day, and we did set up a little program for them. We called it the drag strip, and it was just such a wonderful thing to have most of them be able to walk a horse down the drag strip, and to be able to feel that part of a horse, to be in tune with the horse like they were. And they truly were. It was amazing how you know uh working with horses is just so great, because they can't judge you. You girls always tell us that. And these guys, they don't judge you, they just love you, and it's just
So
the
true.
same kind of thing that we had on both ends there. So it was really good. um we also have the juvenile center that is coming on board and stuff with us. And they've got youth from 13 to 21, and I just can't wait for that. There's been a lot of it's interesting how we always say that we're not therapists, because we're not. But we've had a lot of therapists come to us and want to be a part of the program for their own business.
It's a beautiful way that those two things can run together, because you're right. We don't do the therapy ourselves. We know horses are therapeutic on their own,
Mm-hmm.
but having those people partner up with us is a beautiful way to do it as well. And this isn't your first time hosting an in-person portion of the certification. We did that in 2022, I want
Mm-hmm.
to say, where we went out there. And actually, one of the groups that you brought in for us to work with was a real estate group,
Oh my,
and
yes.
they had a blast. Like it was what a fun day that it was
They
all
truly
together.
did.
But
That group is still talking about that day they came out.
that's
They
incredible.
truly are. And when you girls came out there in 2022 for the certifications, um, that was really my first time back with you girls, and it was amazing to see, to polish up my skills, and to see um, what I was not doing correctly. Because
Yeah.
we can follow the open-ended questions and this and that. And it was just great to see new people getting certified, and actually saying, I actually know more than I thought, and this is how I use it. This is how I don't use it. All that stuff was really good to have you girls there.
Well, and you got when you got certified, it was the 5 days in a row. Bam,
Mm-hmm.
bam, 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 bam,
Yes.
bam.
Yes.
Where
A lot to take
excuse
in.
me.
Yeah, a lot to
Yeah.
take in for sure.
The theory and the in-person were all within the same course, whereas now they do the theory beforehand, and then the in-person training is just programs and horses and programs,
Right.
and working all those pieces. But I think that's a valuable piece, is when you get to come back and do the in-person part again and work with the horses again, and us and other facilitators.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much that you missed the first time because you're
Oh
just
yeah.
overwhelmed, right? There's
Oh
too
yeah.
much information. You're trying to soak it all in the best that you can, but
Mm-hmm.
when you do get to reattend that portion. It just brings everything up to a whole new level. And it was so helpful for me while I was there to have you, because it helped comfort the other people that were there as well. And knowing like, it's okay. Like there's more to learn, but you keep always learning it. So don't panic if you don't get it immediately.
Right.
Right.
You instantly, so we all in the family of Equine Connection think you girls are amazing. And we truly want to mimic you, be like you girls, because that's what we want our business to be like,
Which is
and it's truly impossible because you girls have been at this for over 16 years now. And that just shows how many years you want to do this. You can do this for the rest of your life, truly. But you're right. Seeing the people that are getting certified and what they were doing with it, I remember getting certified and taking the open-ended questions, the cards, and wanting to memorize them. And it was like after going to the certification there in Las Cruces, it was like, wow, I didn't have to memorize those things. Conversation. I remember one of the girls there, she was trying to pin some people. So
I was going to ask you to tell that story.
I looked up and there she was, Sarah, right?
Well, we'll give you a little background. So we were running Push Me Pull You, and one of the part of that program is that you have reminder clips, and they're just reminders of the rules, but they help people to get to a different level of communication. And now as a first-time facilitator, you're so focused on the clips and when do I clip and how do I clip and with like, and you get into it so much.
Well, you feel like if you don't clip somebody, you failed.
You
didn't fail. You didn't fail. That's not what we're here for. We're not here to fail. And Sarah was just like, I'm gonna clip somebody no matter what. She looked like Hoss from the Old West, just ready to fire. And I saw that, and it was just kind of humbling for me, because it was like, I know better than that, but she didn't at that moment, because she was so into taking everything in. She goes, I went over there. I said, come here. Let's relax on the clips. Let's just put them away and talk to these people. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready to just get somebody. I said, yeah. And that was just so good so good to be a part of that right there, to see that after that many years, I've actually did a lot better than I thought it was doing, and be able to see that the newbies, so to speak, were so trying to take everything in so much that it was just a lot at the time. So I think, go back, start your programs, and just let things flow, because you girls give us everything we need.
And it's not about being like us, because you are different than me. You're different than Sarah. You're different.
Absolutely.
You have to be yourself. If you go and you try to be just like us, or you facilitate like us, it's going to come off weird, because that's not you, right? You would never speak the same way that I speak, and I don't speak the same way that you speak, and I'm not just talking your accent.
Right. I had a body shop for 27 years, and a super place. We had a great customer following, really big in the community. And the most questions we'd get was from new people was, how do you compare to the body shop across the street? And so, competition is good, but I would tell them, well, they don't have me or my guys, that's the thing. They don't have us over there. We don't have them over here. So they're going to do their job. We're going to do our job. And that's what it's all about, is just being yourself.
Absolutely. One thing I love too, so now you've taken on another position as well as the general manager of Vado Speedway, which is, if anybody out there is into dirt track racing, you got to check this facility out, because it is literally like, it's top notch. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place. And Mike, you're a huge part of running that now. Does anything from your facilitation and working with the horses kind of trickle into what you're doing as the GM there as well? Is there crossover in how that works?
Oh my gosh. There's so many moments that it crosses over from the pit meetings with the racers, from the racers being on the track and them getting excited with somebody else because they hit them or whatever it was, and how to handle that kind of stuff. Getting the entire track ready for a Saturday night racing, getting my concessions ready, getting my sweet ushers ready, getting my ticket people ready, and welcoming all the fans that come in, from the fans that come in that have a ticket that they had a reserved seat and this guy's sitting in their seat, and how to approach all that stuff. It's just, you take what EAL provides for you, and I use it every single day. I use it there. I use it at the office that we have. And with more and more people, our companies are huge, so it's so nice to have so many people to get to know and to tell about EAL and use it.
Yeah.
use it on them, and they don't even realize what you're
No,
doing. They have
it's
no idea.
beautiful.
They have no idea. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it's lovely to see that it still has that crossover piece, right?
Hmm.
So, and that you still have the passion for the horses in the program, and lovely enough to host us as well. But you still are able to have this position, which you have a huge passion
Oh
for
yeah.
as well, and be able to run both of them and make it kind of your world in the way you want to work it.
Racing has been my life, and to get this position now in this life that I'm living now is just wonderful. It's just so amazing that I get this opportunity to have my second dream job, you know, and then uh, having horses, like you girls know, having horses as a child, and then not having them for so long, and didn't know where they're going to come back into my life, and then here I get horses, and here EAL comes, and it was like, oh my gosh, I get my third dream job without even realizing it was going to
Yeah.
be it's going to be a job and what I wanted to do. Here it is, such a wonderful program to run, and that's the thing about it. I can run it when I want to. You know,
Yeah.
I can run it whenever I want to, or we can have something weekly. It's just really up to you and how much effort you're going to put into it.
Mm-hmm. And well, just like any other business, you get out of it what you put into it. And
Absolutely.
not everything is going to come out and fall in your lap the next
Hmm.
day. But
Hmm.
when you work at it and it's something you have a passion for, you can absolutely make it roll. So now, one of the reasons we wanted to have a podcast with you is because you are Mr. Las Cruces. You know, and you love the community and the place and the city. And well, and I do as well. I've been there many times. But what is it if people are thinking about, oh, which location should I head to? What is it about Las Cruces that is the selling point,
Oh my gosh.
other than your horses?
Right, right, right. Las Cruces is just such a beautiful place. Um, when you think of the desert, you just think of Death Valley,
Yeah.
you know. uh
Desolate.
yeah, yeah, just everything's dry, and we have April is probably the worst month for dust blowing,
Mhm.
but 300 other days out of the year it's just gorgeous weather. We've got such a wonderful environment surrounding Las Cruces, from El Paso, Texas, just 30 minutes away. Ruidoso, 3 hours away.
Mhm.
Cloudcroft, 2 hours away. White Sands National Monument. Old Mesilla, the Old West.
Old Messia. I love Old Messia.
It's just gorgeous. The food there is phenomenal. You love the food
Oh
there.
my God.
We can't wait to have Carrie down there and get her some rolled tacos and flautas and
Roll
some
tacos,
queso and
flautas, and some coconut margaritas. If I'm
right, right,
honest,
right,
that's what I'm looking forward
right,
to
right.
doing down there. Is all of those things.
Yeah, those are just some of the few things that makes up Las Cruces, and the people. The people are truly just amazing. And
Mhm.
being born and raised there, everybody says, will you ever leave Las Cruces? And I think I will never ever leave Las Cruces. I go outside every morning and the mountains are so gorgeous. I don't think I ever leave Las Cruces, just for the view of the mountains. And it's such a wonderful thing to be a part of EAL, because um our mountains are your girls' most southern tip
Yeah.
of the mountains here in Calgary.
Yeah, if we ever got lost on our way home, we just follow the
Follow
mountains.
the
Yeah,
mountains all the way
would
up, and
land.
you're there. Yeah, and I want to tell everybody that getting certified in 2018, we all love horses, and working with horses was amazing. When I got certified, it's like, okay, they had wonderful horses there in
Mhm.
Texas, and just to work with them was great. When you girls came in 2022, it was like using my horses was completely different, because I know them. I know
Yeah.
these guys. So when they wouldn't do what the girls wanted them to do, it was interesting to see that, because it's like, huh, what's going on there? That's where I could actually see where a human can change the way that horse works.
And it was funny because that was the first couple days, or the first day especially, everybody was like second guessing the
Mm-hmm.
horses. And
Mm-hmm.
even we were like, okay, well, let's double check this.
Sure.
So we went out
Yep.
that night, we
Yep.
worked with the horses. I'm like, I don't know, they're doing everything we're asking them to do.
Everything.
By the day 3, everybody was like, all right. So
Mm-hmm.
when we adjusted, the horses adjusted.
Yep.
And it was Phoenix, I mean, was phenomenal. He's one of your horses, and he was such a good teacher in that, like, that first day he was ticked. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
what are you people
Yep.
doing?
Yep.
And then by the last day,
Absolutely.
they're like, oh, well, he's such a beautiful horse.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest difference, what changed? Did Phoenix change
No.
overnight?
No.
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 Heck no, he didn't. And that really, I think, helped solidify everything for them
Yes.
as well. And I'm sure for
Yes.
you
For
too.
me, especially because I know these guys. I know what stinkers they can be and
Mhm.
everything. And when these girls were just trying to pull them through this and push them through that, it was like, they're not going to do it.
Yep.
That's not part of the program,
Yep.
and so just seeing all that, and knowing my horses is just an eye opener for me. Is like, I already knew that EAL is wonderful and it works. That just made it even better for me to see it
Mhm.
firsthand.
Yeah. And with that big of a group too.
Yes.
We
Yes.
had, what, including you, I think there was
Nine
people
people.
there. And so it was a lot. And your horses took it like they were champs. They were so
Yeah.
phenomenal and such
Yeah.
beautiful teachers. Mike has a 40-year-old horse.
42 years old.
42. She's the same age as me.
Mhm.
I didn't realize. I've never put that together before. And Lamari is just the sweetest. And
Mhm.
she's chill, but she teaches.
That was funny. They when they ground tied her and they're going to change the halter. They thought Lamari was so solid.
Yeah.
She did whatever we want her to do. They took the halter off her. Was she gone?
Yep. Toodles.
Right now, she was gone. And they didn't even know how to react on that. And that was part of what I was saying about knowing my horses and what they thought they could do with the
Yeah.
horses. And it was like, nope, here it is. Firsthand for you girls. That was really cool to see.
Yeah, they had pegged her as the old steady Eddie
Mhm.
horse
Mhm.
who was just going to do everything, but they had not communicated to each other
Right.
anything about what
Right.
was going to roll.
Right.
And Mari's like, well, you guys get your stuff together and then I'll come back after
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
let me know.
Because they untied her and started not talking amongst each other. They were just kind of
doing their own thing.
doing their own thing. And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do that. And Eleanor was like, oh, you girls are okay. See you later.
Yeah. Yep.
And she's a small little horse. They thought they're gonna be able to hold her. Nope. See you later. I don't have a halter on me. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Doodles. But that's what I was also wanted to say, like coming back, because you had Dana come back.
Yes, that's right.
Coming back and just refreshing yourself in all this stuff was a real big thing for me, and I believe for Dana as well. Just because there's, like I said, there's so much to take in, and there's so much that you're doing. Once you get started, you forget stuff, and it's all there for you. But you gotta make sure that you're just being yourself, doing what you girls say, because as long as you do that, it's all right there for you.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for that, Mike. I appreciate the accolades on that side of things. And we are so excited to be coming back to Las Cruces, and not only for the food and the drinks, for your beautiful facility, for your lovely horses, and of course, to train even more people to be able to do this as their dream career as well.
Absolutely. And people that want to do this, just do it. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful.
Well,
can't wait to have you girls. Thank you so much.
We're excited. So we're going to be there at the end of February, the 26th, the 28th, I believe, are the dates. I think that's correct. You can check it out on our website, of course. And then if you are on the dirt track thing, you want to check out Vado Speedway Park. What's the website for Vado?
www.vadospeedwaypark.com.
Yep. And if you're into that, get out there, because it is the place to be. It's fantastic racing. Again, okay, I don't eat all the time while I'm there, but they also have fantastic food at the racetrack.
Right.
Really, the food is just fantastic. But there is a ton to do at Vado, and they always have different events going on. And the race season is coming up in March, so make sure you check that out as well. But thank you so much for coming on, Mike. We really appreciate you taking the time to tell everybody what's special about the program and Las Cruces.
Can't wait to have you girls. Thank you.